Hi guys, good morning everybody. How are you this morning? Wish you had a great days. Welcome back to my online class. Today, we are going to discuss how to increase profit with suggestive selling in restaurant. Perhaps some of you have experienced this when you were on the job training in vocational high school. So to make it sure everybody has mastered this, we are going to discuss it today. So let's get the ball rolling. So learn about suggestive selling technique. Jadi mari kita pelajari teknik penjualan suggestive. The waiter is there to describe and recommend this in attractive way and make them to order more. So what does it mean here? Jadi pelayan ada di sana untuk mendeskripsikan dan merekomendasikan hidangan dengan cara yang menarik dan membuat mereka memesan lebih banyak makanan lagi. When waiter or bartender is able to explain the offer and demonstrate its benefit, customers are much more likely to add on. Ketika pramusaji atau bartender mampu menjelaskan tawaran tersebut dan merekomendasikan manfaatnya, kemungkinan besar pelanggan akan menambahkan dalam menu mereka. So how to figure out customer needs and wishes? Jadi bagaimana kita mengetahui apa yang dibutuhkan pelanggan dan diharapkan mereka. The first one is eye contact. Okay. Take the extra moment, possibly with just eye contact, to affirm their importance to you and your restaurant business. Smile. Okay. Your smiles open the door. Speak about your waiter openness as a service person and his approach. The praise the customer is always right is a well-known rephrasing of this. Customer naturally goes to restaurant to enjoy and don't want to see depressed face around them. Jadi senyum. Senyuman Anda akan membuka pintu. Berbicara tentang keterbukaan pelayan Anda sebagai orang yang melayani seperti frase pelanggan selalu benar. Pelanggan pergi ke restoran untuk menikmati dan tidak ingin melihat wajah depresi di sekitar mereka. The third one is greeting. What is that? Welcome to our restaurant. Will be good start. With impression is very important. Waiters should come with a smile and friendly approach to guests. Yang ketiga adalah salam. Jadi selamat datang di restoran kami. Akan menjadi awal yang baik. Kesan pertama sangat penting sekali. Pelayan harus datang dengan senyum dan ramah kepada tamunya. The fourth one is positive attitude. Will help to achieve your goals to increase sales volume of your restaurant. And guests will be less likely rude when rejecting a suggestive selling. Sikap positif akan membantu mencapai tujuan Anda untuk meningkatkan volume penjualan restoran Anda, dan tamu akan cenderung tidak kasar saat menolak penjualan yang Anda tawarkan. For effective suggestive selling in restaurant, you need time to continual practice to train restaurant staff. Trying to figure out what our customer need is not always easy. Someone who maybe look like vegetarian could prepare meat and steak and opposite. Be sure that you don't push too much your guests to order something more to add on something what nicely complement his order. Jadi untuk penjualan suggestive yang efektif di restoran Anda memerlukan waktu dan latihan berkelanjutan. Mencoba mencari tahu apa yang menjadi kebutuhan pelanggan tidak selalu mudah. Seseorang yang mungkin terlihat seperti vegetarian bisa memilih daging dan steak dan sebaliknya. Pastikan Anda tidak memaksakan tamu Anda untuk memesan sesuatu. So when it comes to returning customer, it is a bit easier. Try to remember what your regular customer like to eat and drink and adjust your recommendation according to that. Or suggest something what your regular guests still have not tried and you might think that he could like it. Encourage regular guests who always order the same dish to try a new dishes from menu. This may increase frequency of their visit and do this discreetly. Dalam hal pelanggan yang kembali, ini sedikit lebih mudah, cobalah untuk mengingat apa yang disukai oleh pelanggan tetap Anda untuk makan dan minum. Sesuaikan rekomendasi Anda dengan itu atau sarankan sesuatu yang masih belum dicoba oleh tamu Anda. Maka dorong pelanggan tetap Anda yang selalu memesan hidang yang sama untuk mencoba hidangan baru dari menu. Most important things about suggestive selling is the staff need to think about it less how much to sell something and more how to help restaurant guests to get best experience when eating in your restaurant. Jadi hal terpenting tentang penjualan suggestive adalah staff tidak perlu terlalu memikirkan seberapa banyak untuk menjual sesuatu dan lebih banyak lagi cara membantu tamu restoran Anda untuk mendapatkan pengalaman terbaik mereka saat makan di restoran Anda. So first, they need to know restaurant menu perfectly. Restaurant guests need to be aware of all of the ingredients in a dish, especially in these days of food allergies, nut, seafood, strawberries, violent dislike, oval coriander, and vampires like a garlic. Pertama, mereka perlu mengetahui menu restoran dengan sempurna. Para tamu perlu mengetahui semua bahan dalam hidangan, terutama di zaman alergi makanan, seperti kacang-kacangan, makanan laut, strawberry, ketumbar, dan bawang putih. Second one is waiter must not order food for guests. Idea of suggestion selling restaurant is to add food or drink on ordered meal. For example, when customer watching at a restaurant menu, waiter should ask, "Would you start with a glass of red wine? We have an excellent melon. It will complement that steak nicely." Jadi pelayan tidak boleh memaksakan makanan untuk tamu. Misalnya saat pelanggan melihat menu restoran, pelayan harus bertanya, "Would you start with a glass of red wine? We have an excellent melon. It will complement that steak nicely." And if the guests order steak for two, waiters should know that they will wait for their meal about 20 minutes and he helping to guests to get nice experience with offering them salad for start because 20 minutes is much time to wait if you are very hungry. Jadi jika tamu memesan steak, maka waiter sebaiknya mengetahui bahwa mereka akan menunggu makanan mereka selama hampir 20 menit. Dan untuk membantu tamu mendapatkan pengalaman terbaik mereka, maka tawarkanlah mereka salad untuk starter. Karena 20 menit adalah waktu yang lama untuk menunggu jika Anda sangat lapar sekali. And if a guest want a dessert, for example, waiters should add on coffee or some other drink which complement dessert. The receipt will be really boosted if the waiter success to add bottle of wine to a meal. Jadi jika tamu menginginkan makanan penutup seperti contoh pelayan sebaiknya menambahkan kopi atau minum lainnya dalam peneman makanan penutup mereka. So what should waiter always recommend here? Staff must recommend an appetizer before the meal. Fresh fruit. If the customer refuses dessert, suitable wine with the meal, low calories meal if necessary. Another bottle when the first one is almost empty. Jadi apa yang sebaiknya waiter rekomendasikan di sini? Para staff harus merekomendasikan sebuah makanan pembuka sebelum makanan utama datang, seperti fresh fruit, buah segar. Jika customer menolak dessert atau makanan penutup, maka suitable wine, maka tawarkanlah wine dalam makanan mereka. Low calories meal, makanan yang rendah kalori jika diperlukan. Give your customer mouth watering description of dishes. When explaining dishes to customer, waiters should use descriptive language. Using the right adjective description becomes powerful tools for suggestive selling in restaurant. This is one more reason why waiter need to know restaurant menu perfectly. Jadi berikanlah deskripsi hidangan yang menggugah selera kepada pelanggan Anda. Saat menjelaskan hidangan kepada pelanggan, pelayan harus menggunakan bahasa deskriptif. Menggunakan deskriptif kata sifat yang tepat menjadi alat ampuh untuk penjualan di restoran. Ini satu lagi alasan mengapa pelayan perlu mengetahui menu restoran dengan sempurna. Example of mouth-watering description of dishes. Contoh deskripsi hidang yang menggugah selera di sini adalah mouth-watering description means flavorful, succulent, gorgeous, delicious food which get you salivating. Deskripsi yang menggugah selera berarti makanan beraroma lezat yang membuat Anda mengeluarkan air liur di sini. We have an excellent dry white that has won several recent awards and it will complement that fish nicely. Can I interest you in a bottle, for example? Jadi kita memiliki sebuah wine yang sangat enak yang telah memenangkan beberapa penghargaan dan itu akan cocok sekali melengkapi ikan Anda. Ya, bolehkan saya menawarkan sebotol buat Anda seperti contoh. The second one, would you like to start with delicious tomatoes, basil, bruschetta, served with seasoned virgin olive oil and toasted French bread? Apakah Anda ingin memulai dengan tomato basil bruschetta yang enak yang disajikan dengan minyak zaitun murni lezat yang dibumbui dan roti panggang Prancis. The third one, would you like a slice of our homemade chocolate layer cakes, layer with a rich dark chocolate ganache and strawberry filling? Apakah Anda ingin sepotong kue lapis coklat buatan kami yang dilapisi dengan ganache coklat hitam yang kaya rasa dan isian strawberry? So, itu beberapa ekspresi yang kalian bisa gunakan untuk contoh mouth-watering description of dishes. So, let's continue now. We got some phrases and expressions that can be used with suggestive selling in restaurant. This expression very important when you want to give a recommendation or suggestive selling to your guest or to your customer. First one. Yang pertama adalah I can recommend today's special blah blah blah. Jadi saya bisa merekomendasikan, for example like today's special menu spesial kita hari ini. The second one is allow me to recommend blah blah blah. You will certainly like it. It is delicious. Jadi izinkan saya merekomendasikan blah blah blah. Di sini bisa makanan atau menu Anda. You will certainly like it. Dan saya yakin Anda akan menyukai ini. Ini sangat enak. Have you tried our blah blah blah? Or maybe you can say, have you tried our special dessert? It is juicy and delicious. Okay. The next expression is, we have an excellent dessert over. I can recommend blah blah blah. Okay, the name of the food. Okay, recommend several different desserts. It's possible. The next one is, I can recommend you the salmon steak. Next expression, I would recommend a number of good Georgian beers such as Kasbeji, Arjo, or Sateli. Next expression is, would you like to try our special cocktail for today, sir? Then, would you like to try our today's specialty? Next, our specialty for today is blah blah blah. Would you like to try it, sir? Okay. Jadi makanan spesial kita hari ini adalah blah blah blah. Apakah Anda mau mencoba itu? Next expression is it consists of. Itu terdiri dari. It is made from. Itu terbuat dari. It is kind of, itu jenisnya dari. Oke, it is sort of, oke, same as kind of, oke, jenisnya dari. It's a variety of, macam-macam dari, oke. It is served with, disajikan dengan. It is flavored with, dibumbui dengan. It is garnished with, dihiasi dengan. It is filled with, diisi dengan. It tastes is bla bla bla. It smells is bla bla bla. Oke. Baunya bla bla bla. Rasanya bla bla bla. Oke, itu beberapa expression yang bisa kalian gunakan untuk menjelaskan, oke, tentang makanan yang ada di restoran kalian. Oke, let's continue it. What you should avoid during suggestive selling in restaurant. Apa yang sebaiknya dihindari selama memberikan suggestive selling di restoran? Never suggest something to children. Jadi jangan pernah menyarankan sesuatu kepada anak-anak. It is very important that waiter never suggest too much item from the menu. If a waiter suggests wine, he should not suggest main meal. Think about the dessert. If your customer likes wine, maybe he should recommend dessert too. Jadi, jangan pernah menyarankan sesuatu kepada pelanggan yang tahu persis apa yang dia inginkan. Never suggest something to customer who knows exactly what he wants. Jadi, jangan pernah menyarankan sesuatu kepada pelanggan yang tahu persis apa yang dia inginkan. Next, never describe the food or drink as something that is not. This can lead to great customer disappointment. Always describe menu item as it is. Jangan pernah mendeskripsikan makanan atau minuman sebagai sesuatu yang bukan. Ini dapat menyebabkan kekecewaan besar bagi pelanggan Anda. Possibly customer reactions are different if do not receive what they were promised. They will be satisfied and react in the following ways. Reaksi pelanggan yang mungkin berbeda jika tidak menerima apa yang dijanjikan mereka tidak akan puas dan bereaksi dengan cara berikut. They will not comment, but they will also not come back. What does it mean here? Mereka tidak akan berkomentar, tetapi mereka juga tidak akan kembali. The second one, they will not comment, but the next time they come, they will not listen to suggestion. Instead, they will order as they wish. Mereka tidak akan berkomentar, tetapi lain kali mereka tetap datang. Tapi di sini mereka tidak akan mendengarkan anjuran dari waiter. Sebaliknya, mereka akan mengorder apa yang mereka inginkan. Next, they will return the recommended meal or drink. It can really be very awkward. Okay. Mereka akan mengembalikan rekomendasi makanan dan minuman, dan ini akan sedikit sangat canggung sekali. If the staff follows these guidelines, there is nothing to lose and so much to get from suggestive selling. This means bigger tip for your waiters and bartenders and higher sales, and better service. Jika staff mengikuti pedoman ini, maka tidak akan ada yang merugi dan begitu banyak yang didapat dari penjualan suggestive. Ini berarti tips yang lebih besar untuk pelayan dan bartender serta layanan yang lebih baik. As bigger the check is, the bigger the tip is like to be. Semakin besar ceknya, semakin besar tipsnya. Okay. To make sure everybody got the point what I have explained, so let's discuss the dialogue. As the example dialogue 1. Between waiter and the guest. Waiter, would you like some red wine with your steak, madam? The beef steak blends and harmonizes well with the red wine. Guest 1. Yes, I'd love some. Waiter, what about you, sir? Guest 2. What would you recommend for my fish dish? Waiter, your fish will be suited to well chilled dry white wine. Guest 2. Alright, let me have it. Waiter, certainly, sir. Dialogue 2. Guess, what do you suggest for the appetizer? Waiter, our specialty for today is mushroom cocktail. Would you like to try it, sir? Guess, what is it like? Waiter, it's a variety of cocktail. It consists of lettuce leaves in sherbet glasses with shredded lettuce, garnished with fresh sliced mushroom. Would you like to try it, madam? Guess, oh yes, I'd love to. Okay, after discuss the suggested selling here, I would like to tell you some grammar focus that is very important. Our grammar focus today is should, ought to, and had better. Should, ought to, had better have the same meaning. They express advisability. The meaning range in strange from a suggestion. This is good idea. Jadi should, ought to, atau had better di sini memiliki makna yang sama. Mereka mengungkapkan sebuah anjuran atau saran di sini. For example, you should study harder. You ought to study harder. Driver should obey the speed limit. Driver ought to obey the speed limit. Should not or shouldn't is the negative form of should. You should not leave your keys in the car. So you can say you shouldn't leave your key in the car. In meaning, had better is close to should or ought to, but had better is usually stronger. It often had better implies a warning or threat of possible bad consequence. Dalam arti di sini had better maknanya hampir sama dengan should sama ought to. Tetapi had better biasa lebih kuat penggunaannya. And had better lebih sering menerangkan sebuah peringatan atau ancaman dari kemungkinan konsekuensi buruk. Seperti contoh. For example, the gas tank is almost empty. We had better stop in the next gas station. Tangki gas kita hampir habis. Jadi kita harus sebaiknya berhenti di pompa bensin berikutnya. Apa yang akan terjadi jika Anda tidak melakukan ini? Maka akan terjadi possible bad consequence, akan terjadi konsekuensi buruk. Jadi di sini dalam hal ini kita harus menggunakan had better, bukan should lagi, karena kita di sini memberikan sebuah peringatan. Jadi had better lebih pantas dalam kalimat ini. You had, contoh lainnya adalah you had better take care of that cut on your hand soon, or it will get infected. Anda sebaiknya merawat luka di tangan Anda atau akan terinfeksi. Negative form of had better is had better not. Sebaiknya tidak. For example, like you'd, atau kita di sini bisa menyingkat you had better menjadi you'd better not be late. Anda sebaiknya tidak terlambat. Jadi ini adalah sebuah peringatan. So that's our discussion today, guys. I wish everybody got the point for what we have already discussed today. To make sure you understood well, we are going to practice it then in the class. So the last, I have to thank for those of you who joined my class today. So for next, we are going to see in the class. Thank you for your attention today, guys, and I hope you can practice this one at home and pay attention to the difficult words and find the meaning in the dictionary. Thank you and see you next time.